A police-involved shooting shakes up a St. Pleasant community. This is CTV News. I'm Sonia Shrivastava.
And I'm Patricia Vallone. Thank you for joining us. Well, gunfire erupts between an officer and a suspect in what appears to be an arrest gone wrong. The incident happened about 11 this morning at a St. Pleasant shopping center. CTV's Makia Turner is standing by with the details.
Happened about 11:13 this morning just outside of this mini plaza, which is just a stone's throw from Addison Plaza. Now, police tell us that earlier this morning an officer was attempting to arrest a man for theft out of one of these business stores over here. When the officer went to handcuff the man fought back. We're told that the officer then fell to the ground, and as the suspect stood over him, threatening to take his life, the officer grabbed his firearm and discharged. He missed. Now we're told that the suspect in this case took off, he fled, and was caught a short time after. And we're told that that officer is recovering from non-life-threatening injuries at a nearby hospital, and that the suspect in this case has also been taken to the hospital for precautionary measures. In St. Pleasant, I'm Makia Turner, CTV News.
And Prince George's police are investigating the incident.
Voters in Glenarden are back to the polls again, choosing a new mayor in a special election runoff. Today's candidates failed to win a majority in the city's May election. Denise Douglas has more on who the candidates are and what the voters are saying.
There are two candidates on the ballot for this runoff election here in the city of Glenarden. Let me show you their pictures. This is Margaret Dade right there, and the person running against her is Dennis Smith. And behind me, their supporters trying to drum up more votes as people head into the polls. Now, the reason why the city is holding this special election is because neither candidate received the majority of the 493 votes cast in last month's election. Dade and Smith were the top vote getters of the four on the ballot. So this time around, according to election rules, whoever has the highest number of votes when the polls close will be elected mayor. We talked with a number of folks out here about what they are looking for in their next leader, and here is what they had to say.
Someone that, will look out for the town of Glenarden and put our interests at the forefront of everything and not just their own personal interests. And, I cast my vote, and like I say, I hope the best person wins.
I'm looking for someone that's going to pay attention to the needs of the community, especially our community. I'm looking for some new sidewalks to be put in, people that pay attention to senior needs, and pretty much it. Just really, on top of their game in terms of being able to provide for the communities in Glenarden.
Again, let me show you the two candidates, Dennis Smith and Margaret Dade, both hoping to be mayor of Glenarden. If you have not voted yet, you have up until 8 o'clock when the polls close to do so. I'm Denise Douglas in Glenarden, CTV News.
All right, thank you, Denise. Bowie, College Park, Greenbelt, and Laurel will each have their municipal elections on November the 5th.
A special torch is lit this morning just outside the Prince George's Police Station in Hyattsville, but officers set aside their blue colors today to wear red in solidarity with Special Olympics.
2, 3, 7. 1, 2, 3, 8. 1, 2, 3, 7.
Law enforcement officials from around the county got pumped up this morning, getting ready to run for a good cause. The officers are all participating in a torch run for Special Olympics.
This is considered National Day of Running, and to have this event, the first leg of the torch run that will begin here this morning and ultimately end at Towson, where the Special Olympics will have an opportunity to display their skills.
And what's the purpose of the whole event?
To showcase our athletes that are going to be gathering at Towson University for the weekend to showcase their skills in our summer events. Some of the sports that are going to be offered that our athletes here in Prince George's County will be competing in are bocce, aquatics, athletics, and softball.
Laurel Police Officer Eric Lynn recently participated in the World Special Olympics.
I was in South Korea in January for the World Winter Games for Special Olympics. I was selected to represent Maryland law enforcement there. And it was a great experience. We ran across the whole country. We split up in different groups, ran across all of South Korea, and culminated in Pyeongchang, South Korea at the Winter Games, which was a great experience.
And then there are those who have a special connection with the event.
My personal involvement is my daughter Desiree, whose birthday is tomorrow, has been involved in as a Special Olympics athlete for well over 30 years. So for me, it's a wonderful combination of law enforcement, family, but the support and the funding that this brings, it benefits countless athletes, about 6,500 athletes in the state of Maryland, their coaches, the volunteers, and the families. So it's just a wonderful, wonderful event.
It shows that they are hopeful that kids with disabilities and young adults with disabilities can participate in physical activities to stay fit, to also participate and compete and earn medals, even if they don't earn a medal, just to be able to have the opportunity to compete in an environment where everyone's skill set is appreciated.
Police force helping me out throughout these difficult times, and I really appreciate them.
I really enjoy supporting my brother. Sometimes it can be hard, but in the long run, it's really worth it. Just to see him happy and put a smile on his face, and to see everybody else, and just to see them all come together.
In Laurel, the runners pass the torch to the Howard County Police Department. From there, the flame travels to Towson for its final destination.
Motorists will be glad to know that the roadways are much safer tonight, thanks to a safety check conducted by Maryland State Police and other agencies. The event, called Road Check 2013, is part of a larger effort to ensure tractor trailers and other commercial vehicles are being operated properly. Yesterday's results show that out of the 525 vehicles that were examined, 101 had major safety defects. Those trucks were pulled off the road. 19 drivers were also taken out of service for being unqualified, and 181 were slapped with citations. Now, the campaign is conducted throughout the country over the next 3 days.
A man was fatally shot overnight in Temple Hills, and as of this afternoon, police say they have no suspects nor a motive in the slaying.
Last night, approximately 11:20, patrol officers responded to the 6500 block of Buckland Court in Temple Hills for a shooting. And once officers got on scene, they found a male lying on the ground, unresponsive, suffering from apparent gunshot wounds. The male was later then pronounced dead on scene. Right now, detectives are still working very hard to piece together all the details of this case, so we would really strongly urge anyone, any citizens, if they've heard anything, see anything, to please call the police.
And police are asking anyone with information to call the anonymous Crime Solvers hotline. That number is 1-866-411-TIPS.